when y'all watching the draft, y'all remember how awkward it got? And Jay Williams and Richard Jefferson, and even Kenny Smith was there, Kevin Nagandi, and they were just talking. On this show, we don't like to go backwards. So if you ain't seen that clip, you got to watch yesterday's show and stuff like that. But we do go forward. Jay, how did it feel for real? Talk to me.
There's been some hubbub about it on the internet about whether there was real tension. Was there any real tension there on set, or was it no harm, no foul?
No, there was no real tension, but it was awkward. It was awkward for me, being fully transparent with you because, a lot of times in my brain, I'm extremely competitive. There are a lot of things that sometimes when you're on TV, naturally TV is becoming more like a podcast.
Yeah, it is, whatever that means, but I know what you're saying. Boy, you look like Black Yoda. Look like Broda up there. Look at them ears. Look at him. What did Yoda used to say? There's no try. In all seriousness, because Jay's my dog. Everyone's trying to be authentic. And in the attempt to be authentic, people are going to greater lengths to be authentic, which is not really authentic, right? It's synthetic. It's kind of fake. So you see guys who you could tell don't curse. Curse. Why are you cursing? Why are you cussing so much? Whatever you want to say, curse or cuss. I say cussing too. They cussing all the time. You're like, God dang, you don't really cuss like that. Actually, you do. So he's authentic. But when he's on TV, he's trying to polish it up. You can't cuss like that on TV. What's another thing you see? They drink alcohol or they drugs or I don't know what the hell. Smoke weed, I mean. They smoke it. Like, all these ways to show you, hey, this is who I really am. So that's what he's saying, podcast and TV. TV, you put on makeup and a suit and you get all polished. Podcast will be who you really are around the career, playing spades. We'll see.
Saying things to millions of people, there are byproducts that happen. There are effects of that, a ripple effect. I focus a lot the last 25 years of my life, not on what happened, but what I've done with that. It's about what you do after something like that happens. And similar mentality you have in sports. So for me, it was extremely uncomfortable. I've known RJ, obviously our history dates all the way back to playing against each other in the 2001 national championship. Him and I are cool people. I think sometimes ribbing can go a little bit too far. People were comparing it to the Kevin Hart roast. Things like that sometimes happen on TV. You deal with it in real time. I tried to stay above it, frankly. I didn't want to get back into the jousting back and forth. One of the things I hated about the moment.
Before you go there, one of the things I hate that he has to relive, I'm being real, because everybody has, I told you this when we did the story the first time, everyone has done something that could have had the consequences that would have robbed you of of your life. Forget your career. Jay Will could have died. You know how you can fall the wrong way and whap. That's life. Part two is it did rob him of his career. And I don't know when that becomes funny, but I understand. Look, I'm a dude like everybody else. Everybody gets these jokes. But what I am really feeling, and this is real spit, is you know how depressed he had to be? Because depression is you really focused in on yourself, lacking appreciation for the things you have. So when that seesaw was, I'm focused in on my pain and my loss, that's when you get depressed. All y'all out there, if you want to, I got the best medicine in the world for you, for your depression. Start appreciating life. Tony Robbins says it all the time, and I agree. Just appreciate whatever you got. I don't care what it is. You got a sandwich and it's nothing but peanut butter. You ain't even got bread or jelly. Oh, well, you got peanut butter. Just focus in on what you have and appreciate it. Trust me, you'll start climbing out of that depression. You imagine the climb that Jay Will had to have. He was the number 2 pick. And he was a dude at Duke. And man, one motorcycle ride and I'm trying to do this. And that's tough.
Is that, a lot of times things get said and it becomes a viral moment. But I don't like when the viral moment becomes about me when I'm there talking about these young people where the moment was about them, and when I get people from the crowd that are people I care about that are getting drafted in their families and they're reaching out to me, asking me if I'm okay. I'm like, no, it's not about me. It's about you. This is your night. Look, I've lived with my accident for 25 years now. People typically use it to try to diminish what I've been able to accomplish. For me, frankly, I think it speaks volumes about what I have been able to accomplish. So life happens. RJ and I'm sure, same with Kenny and Kevin. We'll talk about it. We'll learn from it. We'll move on. And welcome to TV.
Wow. Blah, blah, blah. That was an amazing clip. See, we win some, we lose some. That was an amazing clip. Here's the thing about that clip that I took from it. Oh, he hot. He hot. He hot 100, and he should be. One. And part two, that's what the high road looks like. When you take the high road, even though we don't like to do it, even though God tells you, if you take the high road, trust me, I got him. And God, when he got him way worse than you ever could get him. Because if you go get him, you got to go to jail. You got to go to prison. You're going to get beat up, or you're going to have some cuts on your face, even if you win. You're going to take time out your day. You could be investing in something else that is going to be fruitful for you. I remember that this is when I stopped fighting. I had one fight after I realized that the Bible scripture of don't do anything to him and he'll throw hot coals on their head, something like that. I remember reading that like in the 10th grade. I had one fight after that. I had to fight this dude. We walking through the damn the doors. And you know them doors in high school be small. Like this. And my big ass, I wasn't that big, but I'm not small. And I walk in, and I literally turn to go through the door because I'm like respecting, like, all right, me and him both going, he ain't slowing down, I ain't slowing down. Let me just give half and he give half. He took it all. He walked through the door like this and almost kind of gave me some of that. And then I'm turned, I'm all skinny, trying to get through the 3-hole, trying to get a sack. And I'm doing this and he ain't turning. I was like, hey, dog, come on, man. He said, what's up? What? I forgot the scripture in that moment. And that was the last fight I've had. That was 11th grade, I remember. And I needed that fight because at that time, I've had 2 fights in my life, and I was 1-1. I got beat up. Brian Bimbo broke my nose. I told you that story before. And then I won. I beat John Aragon in the 4th grade. So I'm 1-1. They don't know if I'm a real fighter or not. I needed this one. I whooped his head. It was 2-1. That was the last fight I had in 11th grade. I ain't fought since. And I've been in way worse situations than that. Y'all know I done played ball. I went to New York City. I walked around the streets of Harlem. I ain't had a fight since. Oh, man. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Jay Will said it was awkward. Respect. Become a gym member with Project Transition. As a giver every month, small gifts have a big impact in creating real change. Not only will you transform lives, you'll also win and unlock once-in-a-lifetime experiences. Join me, Marcellus Wiley, in making a real impact through Project Transition, a global giving community dedicated to uplifting underserved youth with mentorship, education, and access to real opportunities. Your donation doesn't just enter you to win unforgettable prizes and exclusive experiences with myself and other gym members. It fuels our mission to empower the next generation of leaders, dreamers, and game changers. From after-school programs, life skills camps, and career development, every dollar helps unlock potential where it's needed most and where every person makes a world of difference. Give back, win big, be the difference, be greater than your greatest excuse. Support Project Transition today. Become a gym member and help turn obstacles into opportunities. Oh, that wasn't enough? Y'all want some more? Well, check out the link in my bio, Hydration Situation Live. Blah, blah, blah.
Right. I'm glad he said that. No one chooses football. Football chooses you. It's so crazy people still stuck in Patrick Mahomes in the offense. I'm like, do you see these numbers? This is Marcellus Wiley on the rocks. It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come. Oh, this is not hyperbole here. Because I believe the purpose. Time to hydrate. Hydration situation. So